Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. If you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe for daily updates. This time we're going to be looking at STEPHAN'S house and how he got to a $13 million portfolio. Now, what's something that's very important to say is Graham is very humble, but he did not get his money by drinking coffee at home. No, he built his business empire. He had a real estate empire, which gave him a lot of knowledge on actual real estate. So recently, he decided to move to a different state to save on taxes and also be closer to friends in Nevada. Now, Stephan owns a Las Vegas custom house, which is very important to say because at the age of 21 years old, he got his first property for about $60,000. Now, he's building his own house, and I'm going to be explaining why this house might not be only a show-off, but might also serve as a big investment for his multi-million-dollar business. His YouTube channel is bringing millions of dollars of revenue from sponsorship, AdSense, high CPM, which basically means how much money you earn per 1,000 views, and he's making bank. Therefore, he decided to invest in his actual strategy, his business, and making a studio for the iced coffee hour.
Got the large living room over here. Again, here's what it used to look like before we moved in, and after a lot of work, here's what it looks like today.
Is known as the humble finance YouTuber, making his own coffee. Even if he's a millionaire, driving an old car, has a really fancy house compared to the general population. Now, why is that? Well, think of it like an investment. You move to a new state where you don't pay state tax, which immediately nets him 13% more profit on his revenue. That could range anywhere between 6%, 5%, 2%, but the clear message is simple. Stephan got this house so he could also get potential savings and be closer to friends.
To do most of my editing on, and it also doubles as the podcast studio for the Iced Coffee Hour. I then accented that with an aviation drawer to match the desk, along with the cheap light off Amazon that you just touch to turn off and on. I also bought several of these spotlights from Amazon and placed them around the room so that way on camera it gives a little bit more depth. We also have these really thick soundproof curtains throughout the entire room to block out any of the echo and completely block out the light so that when all of these are closed up, you're pretty much in complete silence.
Now, something that Graham does that nobody else does is convert his house into a studio. A lot of people pay thousands of dollars for rent in offices. That's what a lot of big companies or studios do. But Graham did it on the other side and actually turned his house into sort of a garage, into a studio for making videos. But he also made a guest room for the iced coffee hour, which is potentially gonna have 1 million subscribers pretty much soon, and is bringing tons of great guests, bringing in additional revenue.
2005 Ford GT with 7,500 miles, all 4 options, and to me this is like a work of art on wheels. I wanted to make this as much of a centerpiece as possible, so I installed a few pictures of the original GT40 Le Mans race in the 1960s and hung some Edison lights above to add a little bit more light to the space and really highlight this car as a background.
Now, there is something I'm gonna reveal on this video that nobody has ever talked about. And that is because I didn't even know this channel existed. It's called Stephan After Hours, which is a vlog channel. And the real importance is, the secret to Stephan is he has a $50,000 aquarium. And let me just show you this footage right here.
What's up guys? So I have no idea who's going to be interested in watching this video, but quite a few of you have asked for an aquarium tour. So this is it. I'm going to flip the camera around and tell you all, which is way too tall. Didn't realize, I thought it would be cool to kind of have a lot of depth so that when you walk in from the front door, you'd be able to look in and it feels like the fish are kind of swimming in the middle of the room, which does give that effect, but it makes it impossible to reach anything at the bottom. So anyway, that's how big the tank is. If I were to do anything different in the future, I probably just would have gotten wider instead of taller, because I feel like if I had an extra 12 inches on this side, it would add a lot of depth.
So behind the scenes, you can see that Stephan does have a huge passion for aquariums. He does have other hobbies than just finance, and he's testing new things in life, which is completely fine. And I personally think that his house completely improved since he bought it. Look at the difference from now and here.
Anything at the bottom. So anyway, that's how big the tank is. If I were to do anything different in the future, I probably just would have gotten wider instead of taller, because I feel like if I had an extra 12 inches on this side, it would add a lot of depth. But anyway, here's what's new with the aquarium. Honestly, I really haven't touched much. I've really just been letting it grow in.
But there's more. There's actually another thing that Graham Stephan did to add to his house collection. Now this is Pokemon cards. I all remember the hype that we had with Logan Paul unboxing $1 million Pokemon sets. Now, what Graham Stephan did is unbox a $350,000 Pokemon booster box. I bet you didn't see that in his finance videos. But I think it's pretty important to say that this can be a pretty nice add to his already big house collection. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys like this video? Be sure to check out my other videos and I'll keep you guys updated. I created this video with passion and hopefully you will enjoy more content like this.
Then down this hallway, we have one of my all-time favorite pieces. It's an uncut fossil sheet of holo Pokemon cards. These sheets came from a KB Toys giveaway in 1999, and I'm not sure how many of these were given out, but this one came in near perfect condition, and every single time I walk by it, it's just really cool to look at. Energy. Hey! Wow! That's nice. Energy. Oh, Dragonair.
Graham Stephan worked 10 years for this. If you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe and click that like button because it helps me out a lot. And if you want to get to where Graham Stephan is, you have to imagine Graham Stephan's shoes. He worked for 10 years every single day, saying no to parties, saying no to anything other than investing and building his business for an early retirement. And I think this is a very good example of how dedication brings you far. Till next time, peace everyone.